Colin Stevens, publisher of EU Reporter. It'll come to the European Parliament's attention shortly that EU Reporter is nailing its colours to the mast. As far as the website is concerned, as far as you're concerned, the UK should not leave the EU. Is that correct?
What I actually think is that the British electorate should be given the choice, but that we should support the British Prime Minister in his renegotiation. But as long as we get a new deal, or we get a sensible deal, then yes, we will be supporting the government's position to stay in the EU. We are better off in the EU. We're better off as a member of a family of nations where we can trade freely, we can move freely, we can be with each other freely and support each other.
The EU is rarely an issue that attracts ifs, buts and maybes. There's vehemence on one side, mostly from the antis, and there seems to be passion for the pro-EU people. Why do you think this is?
Look, the EU has prevented a war, okay? I'm a very, very lucky person. In my lifetime, I have not seen a world war on my territory. We've not seen war in Europe, okay? We've worked together, we've lived together, we've traded together, we've laughed together and we've cried together. The important thing is that we should continue doing this.
How realistic a proposition do you believe it is, though, either way? There is so much, for example, in the Conservative Party, so many members who want out, and there are so many people who want to stay. If a referendum were held tomorrow, Colin, which way do you think it would go?
Well, the referendum isn't going to be held tomorrow. It's going to be held after Prime Minister Cameron comes back and tells the British electorate what he's achieved here at the European Parliament, at the European Commission. And then the British people will decide. But I'm convinced, and I hope that the British people will decide to remain within Europe, a new Europe, and contribute to Europe.